has a duty to tell information that could save someone's life, even if you don't particularly like that person. And that person is Tariq Nasheed. This man is in danger. His life has been in danger in the past, but now it's a reality. I mean, it's not just kidding around and people making threats back and forth and they never follow up on it. I'm telling you, there has been talk on different websites that they want to end this man's life. Now, listen, I don't know who these people are, and so please don't ask me because I really don't. I just know that his name has been on inside several different conversations on certain sites. I'm not going to even give the sites because, you know, if you go to it and you don't see it because they have maybe taken it down, then you'll call me a liar. You'll say, oh, well, you just made that up because you don't like him. Listen, man, I wouldn't even be doing this if I wasn't trying to save this man's life. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I would just disregard it and let them do exactly what they have already planned to do. These people are very serious, I can tell you that now, because it's gotten to the point to where action is speaking louder than words. Years ago, there was just talk and more talk and more talk. Now, it's more than just talk. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, and I'm issuing a warning to all of you, including myself as well, because we are targets as well. I mean, and yes, it's a race thing. Unfortunately, it is. And I'm sorry that it has came to this point in all our lives that we have to watch everything that we do. We have to pay attention to everyone we come in contact with at the store, at churches, at schools, and everywhere we go now. It's the kind of world that I explained that would be years ago. And it's nothing that we can do to change it. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. I feel sorry for Tariq Nasheed. I feel sorry for his family because, you know, of all of the people that I've either seen, talked about on these sites inside of these comment sections and these conversations, of all the people that their names would come up, Tariq Nasheed, his name came up the most. And see, he has a disadvantage because he doesn't know exactly who these people are. If you had pictures of everyone and all the information that you would need to know, you wouldn't be at a disadvantage. But that's just like if I decided to meet up with him and he would talk shit and then we would have to rumble. He would have a disadvantage already because he don't even know what I look like. I mean, and that's one of the reasons that I don't show my face, because I want the advantage all the time. You understand? There's nothing fair about fighting. There's nothing fair about disagreements, or as a matter of fact, there's nothing fair in this world. So get over this little mentality of, oh, that's not fair, and, you know, no one should be at a disadvantage. This is no game that we're playing, okay? This is no game that all of you have been playing for years and years. This is reality. This is reality. And these white supremacists, I'm telling you, they have people everywhere, okay? And certain targets that they want at certain dates, at certain times, they push that green button and that's it. What has kept Tariq Nasheed alive this long, only because he has a certain number of friends that are Jews. But I heard recently that his friendship with some of these so-called Jews have ended, okay? So his protection is no longer going to sustain him. Now, I'm not going to get into who these people are or who these people were until another video, because this is more important than that, than who these people were, are, whatever, what have you. Okay? These people want this man dead. And I feel like this is going to be very soon that they attempt to do this. Because, as I said, in the past, it's been threat after threat after threat, but nothing ever happened, and he could talk shit about it, and he could still, go somewhere and not have to worry. Now, that is all changed now, okay? And I'm issuing this warning to him. Don't try to impress your friends and your fans and the people that look up to you. Do what is needed to be done to protect yourself and your family. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, you're going to make it just as an easy target for them. Because they are going to attempt, I'm telling you, and it's going to be soon. His name has came up way too much for them to just let this be just another threat and then tuck it under the rug, and then 2 years pass by and then they still threatening. No, this is the reality now. I've been warning people about this for years and years. I've been warning you about all the violence that just took place in the last 24 hours for years. And people that have been listening to me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. For years and years, I've been trying to warn you. Now, let me tell you a little something that you didn't know. Before all of this happened, before the school shootings happened, I gave the FBI some information about certain conversations on websites. And these conversations were actually hosting people planning to hurt people. Okay? See something, you say something. So that's what I did. The FBI completely ignored me as if I was just another person just wanted to crank call or just waste their time. They end up calling me back when the first school shooting actually happened, and it was a college, I believe. After that, it was a high school shooting, and then after that, it was another high school shooting. They ended up contacting me, asking me for more information if I had it. At that moment, I told them, if you would have followed up on the information that I had already given you, you could have saved these kids' lives. But you didn't. You took it as just another person reporting something, and you're just going to waste your time. But if you just would have spent a little time on the information that I gave them, that was so close to how everything played out that it was very eerie. And I got all the source of this information came from 2 different websites, chaotic.com and bestgore.com. Conversation after conversation after conversation after conversation of how they were going to do it. And everything except for where and when. Everything except for where and when. I knew these people were serious, because if I just had any kind of indication that they wasn't serious, then I wouldn't have contacted the FBI. But they let it alone. They buried it. And now they wish that they hadn't have. You see? I even told them that there were talk about even more violence after this. Okay? Again, they didn't follow up like they should have. And now 2 tragedies back to back, a total of 30 people dead, and even more in very serious bad condition. All that could have been prevented if they would have followed up on the information that I gave them. Sites like chaotic.com and bestgore.com need to be taken down immediately, because it's just a welcome mat for killers, for people that want to do the most heinous crimes that you can think of. And they meet other killers and they plan these things together. When, how, where, what, and why. Ladies, gentlemen, we are at war. I've been telling you that we were close to a race war. Remember me giving you this information? Well, it's just around the corner now. It's just around the corner. Be careful. Don't go into large crowds. I don't care if you have this mentality of, well, I'm not going to let this fear mongering stop me from going to the beach, or stop me from going over here, or stop me from going over there. Listen, you have to be smart. You have to be careful, because this is very serious. This isn't something to just play with and just overlook it as, okay, well, it happened over here. It happened in Texas. It happened in Florida. It happened in Ohio. It's not going to happen in my town. It's not going to happen on my doorstep. Yes, it could very well happen on your doorstep, to you and your loved ones. Like I said, including yourself. You have to be diligent. You have to be smart. Don't go into large crowds. And ladies and gentlemen, please listen to this. If you haven't listened to anything else, homeschool your kids. Homeschool your kids. School hasn't even started back yet, and I can guarantee you when it does, it's going to be more than 2 to 3 mass shootings. I'm telling you, the FBI already knows this. The CIA already knows this. And they will not tell you. They will not tell you that it's a very good likelihood that your school, where your kids go and attend, could be the school that these maniacs choose to kill people at. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if it's a small town or a large town. Listen to what I'm saying. Homeschool your kids. Homeschool your kids. And as far as Tariq Nasheed, I'm telling you, he doesn't even realize how much danger that he's in, including his family. And if he tries to play it off or either tries to use this to boost his career, he's going to regret it.